Why does worker misclassification matter? You will hear me talk about this a lot if you watch these videos, but I want to get into a specific case study that's a little unusual. So this next series is going to be about a client we'll call Blake. And she had originally called me because of a sexual harassment and discrimination matter. I'm Nancy Schick of 30-Year Conflict Resolution, where we take a holistic approach to even very inflammatory types of emotional conflicts like sexual harassment and discrimination. But you're probably going, how does this come together, worker misclassification, with these particular issues? So first, let's just talk about what I did with Blake, because obviously she called and she was pretty upset about what she had been dealing with. And so the first thing that we do when we're taking that holistic approach is we let the client just feel what they feel and express what they need to. And sometimes that takes a little more time. We still guide them so that we can get the information that we need from them so that we can help them. But if we skipped ahead to like, oh, don't get all emotional, just tell me the facts, then it leaves the client feeling unheard. And then I can't always get the information that I need to get them the best possible result, which is why I also say, listen for the hurts that you can heal. I'm listening for the ones that I can heal. And then what I do is I check in with the client. So in this particular situation, I wanted to make sure that I got the facts from Blake that she felt were important and that I needed for the legal issues. Only then did we move into identifying those legal issues. So it was pretty blatant in her particular case that there had been some sexual harassment, assuming, of course, that the way that she was perceiving everything had actually occurred that way. And this can get a little sticky. That's how we end up with cases in court, right? But it still came down then to, wait, is she an employee? In New York, it doesn't actually matter whether she was an employee or a contractor. Our laws will still protect people in that situation. So we still had to talk about that. But why it became very interesting, and I'll get into this more over the next few videos, is she had been misclassified in the way that we don't really expect. You hear a lot of people talk about misclassification as independent contractor that should have been an employee. In her case, it was the other way around. She had been misclassified as an employee, and she was actually an independent contractor. And I'll explain in the future videos about why that was important regarding intellectual property. But I'll give you a little tip. It has a lot to do with works for hire. So if you're not sure if you or your employee is properly classified, now is a really great time to check that out. I'll put a link in the notes to the video for you to schedule a consultation. And in the meantime, of course, keep listening with your third ear for those hurts you can heal.